What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant. And before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you have not already, please subscribe to the channel as we drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, man, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section as I'm always intrigued to know what y'all have to say about these topics. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get to this work. As it has been a lot of news, rumors, headlines surrounding one Jayson Tatum. I will say this real quick before we dig into the story. I am very disappointed in Steve Kerr, Eric Spoelstra, Tyronn Lue, and whoever else colluded in the idea of benching Jayson Tatum. As JT, man, I think that this whole Olympic run was utterly embarrassing for him. But he has come out and spoken on the situation himself after being a good team player and a good soldier throughout the Olympic tournament. Long story short, Jayson Tatum was asked if he would participate in the 2028 Olympic run, and he said, verbatim, that's 4 years from now. And essentially, he did not say yes. He said he had to see because he didn't want to be emotional with the decision. And he kind of told on himself without telling on himself, if you know what I mean, in regards to how he truly felt about the whole transpiring of these events. For him to say that he didn't want to be emotional about the decision just goes to tell me that he is upset with how he was utilized in this 2024 Paris Olympic run. Now, yes, Team USA was able to get the gold, and there was one, magic ride, if you will, magic carpet ride for the entire team of Team USA. Nonetheless, we had a number of nail biters and thrillers, and I just don't think that would have been the case if you would have had the two, not just Jayson Tatum, but Jaylen Brown as well, the two most recent NBA champions, the two biggest contributors to the most recent NBA championship team in the lineup playing significant minutes. Now, I'm not going to make this a LeBron James video. I've said my piece about that bum, but how in the world was LeBron James averaging 25 minutes in the Paris Olympics? Listen again, ladies and gentlemen. LeBron James was averaging 25 minutes a game in a 6-game Olympic tournament. And Steve Kerr came out of his mouth and said he could not find room for Jayson Tatum in the lineup. Are you kidding me? And more than half of these games were blowouts. I say at least 3 out of the 6, so about half of these games was utter blowouts. And you telling us that you couldn't find room for Jayson Tatum? Mind y'all, and on the 2020 or whatever the last games it was, 2020 or 2021, on the last Olympic run that we had, Jayson Tatum was the second damn best player on the team behind Kevin Durant, and the young man helped lead the team to gold. So how do you not all of a sudden have room for Jayson Tatum? It's nasty work, man. And again, Jayson Tatum is one of my guys, so I might feel a little bit more defensive than I typically would about a situation. But other than that, other than Jayson Tatum just being one of my favorite players in the game right now, Jaylen Brown as well, seeing how things unfolded, I mean, respectfully, Steph, KD, LeBron, this was essentially a bit of a farewell tour for them. But still, you know, Brittany Griner and Diana Taurasi had a bit of a farewell tour on the women's side of Team USA, and they wasn't averaging no damn near 25, 30 minutes. In the last game alone, I believe LeBron James played 30, 32 minutes, and Jayson Tatum played 11. Bro, that's not cool. And the last game that we played against France was damn near a nail biter. It was only because Steph Curry got hot in the last 2-3 minutes of the game that we were able to pull away. This was nasty, man. This was egregious on Steve Kerr's part. Again, whoever in the Team USA committee agreed and signed off on this. Shame on you all. And at this point, man, I would not be upset if Jayson Tatum elected to not participate in the 2028 Olympics. I wouldn't be upset with him, man. This whole Olympic run, it seems to me, was catered to LeBron James. For somehow, some way, this man got an Olympic MVP. We didn't even know that was a real thing until now. Apparently, that award has been around for a long time, but I didn't know that was a real thing until now. Um, LeBron James averaging 25, 25 minutes a game out of a 40-minute game is just mind boggling to me. And then you got a Jayson Tatum, a guy that's 27 years old, coming off an NBA championship, coming off of three all first NBAs as well. I believe that he was on the all defensive team. Don't misquote me, but I just feel bad for Jayson Tatum, man. And this just goes to show how much of a circus the NBA has become now. Even the Olympics have become, because for some reason, some weird reason, somebody in these boardrooms is telling them that LeBron James is still marketable, that he's still, what he was at 25, and all of this is false. All of this is false. Let me tell y'all, man. Somebody that's in the NBA streets, in the NBA Twitter streets, LeBron James is the laughing stock at every turn. Every time one of the LeBron sexuals posts something about LeBron James, they get laughed. The ratio, they get laughed out of the building. Okay, LeBron may have had leverage. He may have had everybody's favor some time ago, but that ain't the case now. Everybody sees through it, except the LeBron sexuals. You know what I mean? These are the only delusional NPCs that does not see through the LeBron James illusion. Everybody else sees through it, man. And when you see through it, this whole Jayson Tatum situation gets even more uh, uh, unfair, if you will. And I don't want to take nothing away from Steph and KD, because they actually was out there playing basketball. Steph and KD was actually out there playing statless basketball. They didn't care what their stats was. You could tell LeBron James cared about his stats. The man was out there purposefully stat padding. You know what I mean? He getting 10 assists a game, and it doesn't even make sense to do that if you consider that everybody on the team should be moving the ball around, should be playing country first Olympic basketball. That's the whole thing about it. Everybody else was playing Olympic basketball. LeBron James was playing the same trash basketball he been playing since he was in high school. Taking it at the top of the key, running over everybody, and if you can't run over everybody, kick the ball out real quick. You know what I mean? That's the same LeBron James offense we've been seeing. Is so mind numbing. Again, the only people that are still entertained by this crap are the LeBron sexuals, because they don't see through it, obviously. But if you do see through it, then the whole thing, like I said, that happened with Jayson Tatum is just heartbreaking, man. It's unfortunate that such a rising star like Jayson Tatum, after what happened with Jaylen Brown, you know what I mean? Seeing all of the stuff that happened with Jaylen Brown, and then seeing how Jayson Tatum was utterly disrespected this tournament, because even Derek White got more time than him. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. But all to appease LeBron James. Once again, the NBA will suffer. I hate to even say that, but this is the consequence of their own actions. These kids do not relate to LeBron James. They do not, really have the same attachment to LeBron James, and that's why the NBA is falling off. That's clearly why it's falling off. Now if you was out here screaming Luca and Anthony Edwards and John Morant, if you was out here in SGA, even if you was out here singing their praises and marketing in those dudes, the NBA would have such a new, refreshing, you know, perspective to it. LeBron James isn't even in his era anymore, y'all. He's clearly digging into the new era where he doesn't belong. Could you imagine Shaq trying to play in this era? That's how ugly it looks for LeBron James. This is a jump shooting era. It's been that, easily since 2015 now. The NBA has been a pure jump shooters league, almost Euro friendly for about 10 years. And LeBron James is still out here playing bully ball, early 2000s basketball when, you just ran to the rim and just hope for the best. Like, nobody play like that no more. And this is why LeBron James always loses to more intelligent teams. When LeBron James plays a less athletic team that's high IQ, that is the great equalizer to whatever BS, propaganda, cheating that the refs are going to try to do and the media are going to try to convince you of. That's why he got smacked around by the Spurs. That's why he got smacked around by the Spurs and the Mavericks and the Golden State Warriors, handing them 3 L's. So, all in all, again, respect to Jayson Tatum, man. I got a high respect for him, and also congratulations. He just had his second child at some point during the Olympic tournament, I believe, or right before. So, I'm proud of that young man. He just had a very dope summer, getting his money, being the highest paid player in NBA history, as well as winning the NBA championship. This was supposed to be the summer of Jayson Tatum, but no. No, no, no. LeBron James could not have that. And once again, we had to suffer through a bunch of LeBron James propaganda, a bunch of LeBron James stat padding, and apparently, y'all may have not known this. It's new information to me. LeBron James was the MVP of the Olympics. Let me ask y'all this though: who's the MVP of volleyball? Can y'all tell me that? The United States women's volleyball, they won silver. Who's our MVP? United States women's won gold in soccer. Who was the MVP? Can anybody tell me? I don't get how. And not even just an MVP. They had an MVP ladder. I don't get how we have an MVP race in the Olympics when the gold medal is the goal. Who would individualize their game enough to cater it to an MVP race other than LeBron James? That is the only egomaniac we can see. Now, somebody brought up like, oh, Kevin Durant was the MVP before. Well, yeah, Kevin Durant that was 4 years ago. Kevin Durant was 31, and of course, at that time, Kevin Durant was head and shoulders above many NBA players. With the exception of maybe Giannis, Steph Curry, and Kawhi Leonard at that time. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, who is the MVP of men's water polo? Do y'all know? Do you know? Because I never understood how when they was first talking about all this, I thought it was just hearsay, jokes. No, they really created. Now I ain't even gonna say created because this award has been around for some time, but they really uh, engineered this whole Olympic tournament just to give LeBron James some man. I tell y'all, man, you got to be a different kind of human being to be a LeBron James fan, to accept all of this unedited propaganda. It's that. But shout out to Jayson Tatum once again. We'll see what happens in 2028. And again, I don't blame the young man at all. If he decides not to play with Team USA, good riddance. You know what I mean? Not to take Jayson Tatum to this Team USA committee. Grant Hill, and whoever else. You know what I mean? All of them are abysmal. And if Steve Kerr's the coach, oh yeah, I'm definitely. I don't even know if I'm gonna watch the Olympics, man. Well, at least men's basketball. I don't know just yet. Now I know it's gonna be in the States. It's gonna be in LA. I might pull up. I might pull up for an event or two. But outside of that, I'm not excited. And we'll see what happens. We'll see how the next few years NBA seasons such and such unfold. But that's all I got for y'all on this one. Please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel as well. If you have not already, please subscribe to the channel as I drop content daily, go live daily. They're very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always interested to know what y'all got to say about these topics. I am Tony the Savant. Peace.